So far, his third disposal heads for Revolt. Haven't seen an enormous amount of Nick just yet. He gets two tackling in there, arguably without the ball.
Oh, tackle Sam Mitchell.
But the one's paid on Mitchell.
It's over his shoulder. The tackle is over his shoulder. That's a free kick.
What it does say, though, is that St Kilda are definitely on the front foot. They're on the front foot in the coach's box, and they're on the front foot and making the play first just at the minute.
Mitchell, Lewis, and now Young. Williams darts into the pocket, and that's where the ball heads. Already 7 free kicks to Hawthorn and 6 to St Kilda. 8-6 now after that one. And Mark Williams, who was known for his deadly accuracy when he was the sharpshooter and the main man a few years ago, now at times has struggled to come to terms with being the third man, but he's got his radar on now and the Hawks are back in front. Good answer.
Sewell, Birchall, Crawford, 34-year-old through the middle, forced wide. Osborne will be corralled by Gilbert. Franklin, I don't think was anticipating it there. The Hawks will have to work from the throw-in.
I reckon Max will be saying, I don't care if I don't get a kick. As long as the ball goes out of bounds and I get a fist on it and Buddy doesn't get his hands on it. He is under real pressure there because they make so much space for the star.
Another whistle and another free kick in the forward line. This time to Jared Ruffhead. This time it's the Saints fans' turn to exclaim.
Well, the hand was over the shoulder.
Just for a millisecond, but it was there. So Jared Ruffhead, 69 goals, 51 for the season. Not the greatest of set shot record, 58%. But they like that, the Hawks fans.
There's been some fantastic 50-50 contests in the last minute and a half where both teams have been extremely committed.
Rioli, but no real effect. He's still around, though, circling. Ellis out for Young. We know he can go the journey from there. So it's a question of if it's online, and it most definitely is.
Well, they handball backwards and they've got those thumping left foot kicks, and there's one in Young. And just very smart play by the Hawks. Buy a bit of time and space by going backwards with the footy.
Chances and should be up there with them.
Well, they get another opportunity now, and again it's Armitage involved, and again Kaczynski is the intended target, which he marked, but unfortunately he was over the line, and both of them come a cropper.
Hodge's kick. Hold it there.
Hodge brings it across to Guerra, and both players are still feeling the pain of that last marking contact.
Thought it was there, Vossi. Judged by your grunts and groans, you don't?
Not my original look at it.
Ruffhead going deep into defence to Gillam and Hodge. Hawks with trainers everywhere.
All going to Hodge.
Gives to Osborne. So in the last minute, and Franklin already in the rooms, and Hodge.
Yeah, he's hurting.
He clutched his ribs, Wallsy. That'd be something to keep an eye on. He is sucking in the big ones.
Due the big long ball as the Hawks go deep into attack, but St Kilda hold up. Andy Marr, what can you tell us?
Hodge a minute ago, the doctor said, he's gone, he's got to come off, but Hodge has waved him away and he's going to stay out there.
He's as tough as they come, Luke Hodge.
Well, there's only 15 seconds to get through.
Thank you.
Revolt.
Just his second mark.
Yeah, well, no, there's only, well, it's all over now as far as the quarter is concerned. So even though the Hawks are ahead on the scoreboard, It's some concerns with Luke Hodge in pain on the field, and Buddy Franklin, of course, in the rooms already. Lots of drama in September, as there will be on Monday night. Some of those stars will feature in the votes for the Brownlow Medal of 2008.
Welcome back to the MCG. The Hawks are leading on the scoreboard, but they have major problems. There is Luke Hodge. You've never seen anything like it in the huddle. He was trying to, as we see the incident, copped a nasty knock in the ribs. He was trying to pump his teammates up in the huddle while the doctor was chasing him around with the stethoscope. You actually see him spitting out blood there. It was incredible. He was trying to pump up his teammates, and the doctor was trying to get a bit of reading on him on the stethoscope. There is Luke Hodge now, and the doctor's still working. The other major concern, Buddy Franklin. He was in a couple of marking contests early, Buddy Franklin. He had a left wrist strapped quite heavily, and in that second marking contest, he grabbed his wrist. He held his wrist. There he is, battling away with Hodgson. You can see that left wrist is both wrists is strapped. He had a bit of a pull at the thumb, and then he went straight off the ground after this contest here. He had a quick chat to the doctor, then went straight down into the rooms, Buddy Franklin. He was in the rooms for a good 10 minutes, just came out onto the ground about a minute before the huddle cleared up, but some real concerns. Hodge spitting up blood, and Buddy Franklin, Mari, with a real concern with the wrist. Two worst players. It couldn't happen for the Hawks.
And in that Luke Hodge incident that we saw, Justin Kosicki jarred that left knee. We believe he's gone down to the rooms at the quarter time break. As far as I can tell, he hasn't returned to the huddle, Justin Kosicki, so there might be a significant issue there for St Kilda. Just on Luke Hodge, Michael Voss, what an example this bloke sets when he pushes through that sort of pain.
He certainly does, and watching him through that quarter time break, the doctors wanted to be able to come over to him and speak to him. He's making sure that the rest of the team didn't see it, and more importantly, nobody else did also, which as a leader, that's what you're trying to state to the rest of your team. I'm not hurt, boys. Go away, leave me alone. I've got a job to do. And that says a terrific message to the rest of your team.
Off to Guerra, we know he can cover the distance. Just adjusted the kick because Bateman gave him a little wink of the eye. There's a free kick. And it is going to Mark Williams.
That's a worry, that matchup. It is a worry.
Well, they did change Gilbert from Williams. Raf Clark went onto it. There's the Geelong Brains Trust. Bonner Thompson there with his assistant coaches.
It says a lot about this team also that Williams is now the focal point, and Franklin can move out of that space and he becomes the focal point straight away.
Straight through it goes. The Hawks out to a Talon lead.
Inside 50's a double to Hawthorn. 18 to 9.
Awful ball for Robert Eddy to stand under it. Was swept to one side. Gillam, Ellis.
Luke Hodge is in trouble. Luke Hodge is in real trouble. He's got cracked ribs, I would suggest. They've got to get him off.
He's coming off, and I reckon that might be it for the night. Crowed a long ball in the Lewis direction. One out with Kosicki. Now a ground level contest. Lewis prevailing and swinging the Hawks forward for the dangerous Rioli. Just a little peep over the shoulder. And then the long direct ball to Campbell Brown. Hodges might be done. He is in pain.
Well, he's done an aggressive spoil there, and he's hurt himself, and he's as tough as they come. We know that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's got cracked ribs.
Well, win or lose, this is an awful thing for Hawthorn. Can he play next week? Campbell Brown, meanwhile, to stretch the lead. And he puts Hawthorn 26 points up. Well, what does it mean, I wonder, for Luke Hodge in a grand final if the Hawks win this?
He'll play.
Big call.
Luke Hodge sitting on the boundary there, and all sorts of trouble after that second contest. You've never seen anything like it, guys. He had 3 doctors surrounding him, pleading to come off. First he said no, but I think eventually he had to give in.